Okay, I doubt anyone is watching this right now, but I am trying to stream on 2 different platforms at the same time. That's why I keep starting it and stopping it. If there is anyone on my larger platform on YouTube that is wondering why I'm starting and restarting, that's why. So I've been super busy. I've been going to school for a long time now, and that's why I almost never make any videos. So, I'm on a break right now, so I wanted to work on some artwork, and I've been video gaming, and I recently bought a really nice bicycle, so I've been biking. But yeah, so I thought if I'm gonna be on the computer, during times when I'm gaming or drawing, I might as well stream that. Since there's like 321 of you that follow my channel and I never upload anything because I suck, sorry. But yeah, so I'm not sure if from this way that I have this set up, if I need to change the resolution. The bitrate is terrible. No wonder it's laggy. I don't know how to do that though. Let's see if I can figure that out before we continue. Let's see, streaming monitor. I guess I need to do that in OBS. But I don't know if that's gonna mess with anything. If it cuts the stream, I'll restart it. Music, just to credit the music, I have it credited in the description, but I've been listening to this person a lot, Lofi Geek. They have, all their music is copyright free, so, that's not why I'm listening to them. It's just an added bonus. But they make a lot of Japanese inspired stuff, but I really like it a lot. Let's see. So we're in the settings, general settings. Where's the resolution? I don't remember. Video. Here we go, resolution. Common FPS values. I guess I could lower the resolution if it will help the bitrate. I guess the bitrate is because of trying to stream on 2 platforms. And let's see, video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs. Oh, okay, so I can't change that right now. Oh well. Let's see, I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I can see how this is going. Okay, so it's not going bad. Anyway, I don't really feel like talking a whole lot, hence the chill music. For a living, I don't know how many of you know, I think I've talked about it a few years ago, that I'm basically in customer service. So I guess I'll talk for a minute just to kind of do an update while I draw. But I've been trying to go to school full time, and y'all know I have children, and yeah, so that's kind of pretty much why I stopped making soap. It's not entirely the reason I stopped making soap. I haven't permanently stopped making soap, but I made a very expensive batch of soap and it went wrong, and ever since then I have been very, very gun shy about trying again. So I have made soap since then, but it was just for personal usage and it wasn't to sell. So I have gotten a few inquiries over the last year about my soap, because my website is still open, so but it's been a little bit overwhelming. I'm a biology major, and I don't really know if I need to explain more of that. It's a little stressful, especially with kids and a full-time job. But yeah, so this person here is Ditzy. I have been wanting to kind of like draw things that are in my head, and that's kind of the reason that I started drawing in the first place, because I wanted to create things, but I didn't have like the skill set to really back it up. So like a lot of this mixed media business on my part is me trying to learn different mediums so that I can express myself the way that I want to. And so with that though, you know, you have to do a lot of reference photo drawings and paintings and things like that. And this character isn't, I'm gonna be honest with you, isn't necessarily something that I just saw in my head. So here's the rest of them. What I've been doing, honestly, is creating a shape, like a circle, and then just like using the skills that you would use to put on makeup to create a face and definition. So it's an experiment, but I really, really, really like doing it, and I really, really love the little characters that I've created, and like they all have backstories in my head, and like I've been telling my family members, like Ditzy, for instance, she has a mucus production problem. She over creates mucus, and so she's actually the leader of what I call the insomniac fiends, or insomniac friends. I haven't decided yet, because I have severe insomnia, and I'm actually getting better now, and so now that I am getting sleep, it's like retrospectively I'm kind of making fun of my insomnia. So yeah, it's kind of weird, and my kids are like, what the hell are you drawing? What is that? They are so creepy. But I'm like, no, they're cute. And I've talked a little bit on social media about some of my face care that I use, because I do make soap, but I also use Korean stuff as well, for face soaps. And I do make like herbal face soaps and stuff like that, but the soap that I make actually isn't for my skin, it's for my kids and my fiance's skin, because they have, two of my kids have, not very severe, but just kind of have eczema, and then my fiance has like really bad eczema. So that's how I ended up getting into soap making in the first place, and I like to also use Korean products and snail stuff. Snail mucus stuff is something that I really like. And I also just in general love snails because they're cute in my opinion. And so Ditzy has a mucus production problem, and to get money, she sells her overproduced mucus to make face cream. And I was thinking, because I said it earlier, that like I kind of want to, or maybe I didn't say it, maybe I put it in the description, I'm not sure, but I want these characters to be a video game. I was thinking about making an RPG based on certain things, and like one of the things that you'd get in the game is when you meet her is like some mucus to make some face cream, which might be super gross to people. I don't know, to me it's not gross, and to me these characters aren't creepy, and so I guess I'm just weird, but whatever. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of school, and last spring went really badly, and I almost dropped out, but then I didn't, and I kept going, and I got my I had dropped down to a C average. Now I'm back up to a B average overall, and not a fan of bio 2. Like, I love biology. Kind of getting a little enamored with chemistry though. I really enjoy both, but biology 2, or at least the professor that I have, is, she's ratchet. She's just straight up ratchet. I'm not gonna lie, I freaking hate her. I really have an issue. We won't go into all that, but yeah. So, I will say that single-handedly this monster of a person did absolutely just wreck my world my entire semester. And I didn't really know how to handle it and keep afloat. And yeah. And it wasn't curriculum. It is kind of, it like starts out being curriculum, but then like on a personal level, like this person is just not pleasant. I may end up reporting her eventually. Depends on how it goes when I retake her class, but yeah. I feel like, you know, if you're a teacher, your job is to work with your students and to build them up. And, you know, if they... whatever. Anyway, I'm not... I could go off on that for like an hour. I'm not going to do that. It's a really negative conversation and I'm trying to have a chill day. But, yeah, I'm just kind of like doing an update because, you know, I fell off the face of YouTube forever. Sorry. I constantly thought about making content, but it's just like I couldn't juggle it. I couldn't do it. Sorry. I feel bad about it, but there wasn't really much I could do about it. I wasn't in a good headspace to juggle that much. I just can't. So, I've been around. I mean, I've been doing stuff and posting it like on Instagram, mostly just like art stuff. I'm not done making soap or anything. I'm gonna do that again. Really hard to juggle all that with semester. Like, I had somebody who straight up wanted like to order, I think it was 2 loaves of soap. And I wanted to do it for her, but I started the semester, and oddly enough, she was also a student and starting the semester. And we're both older students, and, you know, I couldn't do it. I tried to square away time, and that was like my first semester back in school, and I'm in my 30s, so it was a little shock to the system. I did well though. I've been doing really well until spring semester this year. It was just, oh my god, it was so bad. Like, I won't go into like a lot of detail, but I did have some family stuff and some personal mental health crap, and like it made things really difficult. And everybody was super positive and super nice. Like, the whole administration was really awesome, and like all my teachers were awesome except this one person. And like, I mean, I'm sitting there trying to work with her and the disabilities department, and it's just like, oh my god, it was just so bad. But yeah, I ended up taking an extension. I can't remember what it's called. There's a word for it. Incomplete. That's what it was. An incomplete. So my spring semester didn't end until July 19th, and then the fall semester started in mid-August. So I was in school January to July, so 7 months straight, and then had a I think it was like a 20-something day break, which, being an online student, I mean, I guess you would count the weekends as well. So, and then I went back to school. But I did really well this fall, when I had to retake my spring classes. But I just felt like such a failure. Oh my god, it was so bad. But, I mean, retrospectively, I couldn't really avoid it. I couldn't have really handled things much differently. Like, things just hit the fan, and I think everybody can understand that. It happens to everyone eventually at some point, you know. I think the biggest thing that I took from it was not to be prideful and to actually tell people when you're having trouble. And, you know, when I got, my insomnia got, like, really, really severe, which in turn affected my mental health more, and, like, I didn't realize that I had insomnia. Like, I've had it for years, and I didn't really think it was insomnia. I didn't know. But yeah, because I thought people with insomnia, like, you know, they never sleep. But that's not true. That's not how that works. Sometimes you sleep, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you wake up, sometimes you can't go to sleep. Sometimes you're up all night, sometimes you're up for days. Which is super unpleasant and pretty painful physically. Like, ugh, I hate staying up all night. I hate staying up for days. The beginning of, like, my insomnia getting severe actually had a lot to do with COVID. Which I don't want to talk about that topic either. Because we're trying to have a chill day. But ultimately, everything has turned out okay. And yeah. So, but I got an iPad. I always vowed I would never, ever, ever freaking get Apple products. But in April, I wanted to break. I had a Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite that I got in 2020. Like, at the beginning of 2020, and, like, I've got a lot of artwork on that, but, and I have 2 pieces that I have shown progress on Instagram, if anybody's interested, of, like, a creek. One of them I did in colored pencil, and one of them I did on the tablet, and both of them I've done, like, over 100 hours worth of work on each of them, and am still, like, only maybe halfway done. And I did record a lot of that, but I just haven't edited. I haven't had time. Sorry about that too. But yeah, so I'm still here. But yeah, I just got this tablet, and part of the reason I was super against getting Apple products is because, like, as far as my computer is concerned, I'm absolutely not gonna switch. I won't. I absolutely refuse. But let's see. I can work on my computer. Like, when parts go wonky on it and stuff like that, I can fix it. I have no issues doing that. I've fixed the computer that I have, the Lenovo Y530, and I've replaced quite a few parts in it, because Lenovo doesn't like to stick to their warranties, or their protection plans. But yeah, so I like the fact that I can work on my computer, and, like, if I need to fix something, I can fix something myself. With Apple, you can't do that. With Apple, you void the warranty when you do that, which with Apple, warranty actually matters. They will actually do something with that. But, oops. I got the tablet, and then, see, I had a Samsung A21 phone, and then I had the Samsung tablet, so they were integrated and crossing, right? And so then I got this freaking tablet, and then, like, literally within a few days I was like, oh my god, I need the phone integration. And so I ended up getting an iPhone as well. So I've crossed over to the dark side. But for months I have not touched Procreate. I've had it since April, and I've kind of, you know, messed with it a little bit, but I haven't really drawn anything until, like, the last couple weeks. Let me show you what I've been doing. Okay, so I found a Korean manga that I really like called Windbreaker, And so I drew, you can't see my pointer, but let's see, how can I do this? I can do this. I drew this, I drew this, I drew this, I drew, well, that's old artwork y'all have seen on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram, and I drew that, and I drew that, and then this I drew, and then this, I kind of just, I heavily edited that one and then turned the bulls the opposite direction. And the reason why for that is because in the manga, so that is to not mess with copyright stuff, you know, he alters the logos of things. And then so like I did freehand these ones that I just pointed at, but the rest of these I just you know, copy and pasted and edited, so I do not accept any credit whatsoever. This is the author's work right here, and this is a real logo that I just like messed with. So, and then this is the author's work, and then that's the author's work, and this was in the manga. But anyway, the reason I did that though is because I created a replica of one of the characters' helmets, because I hate wearing helmets, but I know I have to wear a helmet, so to make it fun, I recreated his helmet, which that's what like this is. And so I started doing that like a couple weeks ago, and then like this was a drawing I was doing of my boyfriend, and then like these two, this one is a reference photo I was doing for a painting, so obviously I didn't draw that. It's like straight up a screenshot of the manga, and then like, I mean of the anime, and then the same thing with this is just a screenshot, but I was using it for a reference so that I could do some paintings that I did end up posting. Same with this, I did a watercolor of this one. But yeah, so like before that I hadn't really done, you can see like this was just the first day I got it. I haven't done jack squat with this thing. But so then I took my photos that I did create, like I drew all this stuff, and then I wanted to make stickers out of it because I got a new printer. And so that was like kind of where I've been going with this, is that I was doing all these things to make stickers. I got what is this? It's an Epson Expression Home. I want to say it's a 4100, but it might be a 1400. And not super impressed with the paper that I got. It's vinyl, and so it's like sturdy, but it's not. It's matte, and I didn't pay attention to that. I should have. These are some photos my daughter took right here, and these two are our new puppy dog. And then this, I believe, is from a Ghibli film. It looks like it. But yeah, I was just making her some stickers. And then this one I made hardcore editing and redrawing. I ended up redrawing it, really, because I couldn't do what I wanted with it, so I like basically redid it. I do wear Vans. This is supposed to be, because on the helmet he has the red version of this, but I don't like red. But I love Vans, and so I definitely wanted a Van sticker. But yeah, and of course, since these are like logos of things, I edit it for my own purposes, but I'm not going to be selling anything like that, obviously. But then that brings us to this, where I started doing these little characters, and I've been trying to name them. And then I got told that they look like Five Nights at Freddy's, and I had no idea what the heck that was. And like one of my kids asked me if it was fan art, and I was like, no, what are you talking about? And so they showed me what that was, and I was just like, this is not that. This is not that. And if anybody's curious, I don't give a crap what any of you say, that is a turtle. It may not be a good turtle, but that's still a turtle. Everybody has been telling me it looks like an alien, so that's turtle. Shut your face, it's a turtle. And then like, I tried to draw an actual person, which if you guys have seen any of my stuff on Instagram, I actually can draw with regular medium way better than this. But I am not used to the concept of using a Apple Pencil and a tablet, so this is all foreign to me, and I'm just trying to like learn how to do it, which I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. But so yeah, I'm just basically doing character creation, messing with different characters and stuff like that. And yep, so that's pretty much the update, I guess. I haven't, let's see, school, work. I changed jobs a couple of times. I got laid off like many people did at the beginning of COVID because I was working in travel for like 4 years, working from home, and then I got laid off, and that was actually kind of a welcome vacation. I had not taken a vacation in 4 years, like at all, and like that job was, I didn't like that company very much. I did for the first 2 years. I was like die hard, like a fan of that company, really liked it. And then after I got stuck on night shift for a couple of years, that wore off real quick because I couldn't get off of night shift. It was terrible. I hated it. Never ever will I do it again. But then once I went back to school, I was like, okay, you have to put me back on day shift or I quit because I'm going back to school. Because I don't want to do customer service. Like, the reason I was saying at the beginning, I don't really want to talk today is because, like, I just spent 3 days, 36 hours talking to people about freaking tires because I'm a dispatcher now. Already looking for another job. I've been a dispatcher for like 5 months. I was a contact tracer for a little while, but then that contract ended, so I just switched jobs again. And I got a dispatching job. I really have to say, they very grossly misrepresented what I was getting into. I need to find another job. But, I mean, it's money, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I don't want to work in customer service anymore. I don't want to. I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean, I think I'd be okay just, like, data entry all day long, typing stuff and not talking to anybody. I mean, like, totally chill with that. I had thought about making, like, this grand video about what I'm about to say, but, like, forget that. We can just talk about it casually. But, like, I'm autistic as fuck, to be honest. I don't like talking to people. And I'm bad at talking to people unless it's in a professional setting. And that's probably why I come off kind of weird in a lot of my videos, and why I don't feel comfortable talking on camera, and why I don't want to do that. But I still like making videos, and I still like making content, so it's been really difficult for me to, like, you know, make stuff for you guys and make stuff for myself, and then, like, because everybody else is, like, so confident. Well, I can't say they're confident, but at least they seem confident online and on videos and stuff, and I'm just, like, not that. I'm not that. But I'm also getting to the point where it's, like, you know, and I'm not monetized, obviously, so I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm, like, my fuck it meter is, like, so high. I am so done, like, giving a crap. Like, so there you go. But yeah, so that's made it really difficult to be consistent as a content creator, and it's been difficult to make it me consistent in a lot of things in my life. It's kind of funny, there's, like, all this material out there for parents of autistic children, but there's no really guidance out there for people who are adults who are autistic, ADHD. That stuff doesn't exist, really. And then, like, when you do find stuff, it's all, like, regurgitated crap. It's all regurgitated BS. I mean, well, it's not BS, but it's like, if you find an aspect, let's talk like object permanence. You go look up object permanence, and there's 2 aspects of that. Like, and what object permanence is like out of sight, out of mind, basically. So for people who are on the spectrum, or people with severe ADHD, just neurodivergent people, if you're not in our face, if you're not in our like world daily, and like say it's a friend or a family member or somebody, like, you know, I might go weeks without remembering to call my mom because I'm like busy. Now, generally speaking, I talk to my mom, you know, somewhat daily, but she can attest there are times where I just like, you're not in my field of vision. It's not that I don't care about you, but you're just not there because I'm like doing stuff. But and I think that isn't necessarily just a neurodivergent thing. I think that other people have issues with that as well. But there's another aspect of it, of object permanence, and like, for instance, sticky notes. And this is something that I've been struggling with because I'm trying to get a better routine to where, you know, I'm consistently studying Japanese every day. I'm consistently drawing every day. I'm consistently doing my homework every day. I'm consistently going on bike rides every day. And to me, that's like an overwhelming list of things that is very difficult for me to prioritize. Wake up regularly on a schedule, get up and feel like, okay, I'm gonna drink my coffee for this X amount of time and then go do this, and this. So like, I was trying to do sticky notes. Well, the problem with sticky notes is that, and this is the other aspect of object permanence, is if you put up a post-it note, you know, and you see that post-it note every day. Now for me, within a week, it's about 6-7 days, I will stop seeing the post-it note. It's still there. I can still actually see it, but my brain no longer registers it anymore. Now, my point is that when you go look up things on the internet about object permanence, you're going to find the first thing that I just talked about. You're not going to find the other thing I just talked about. I spent 3 days looking and found one article about the aspect of like things being actually in your field of vision, whether it be tasks or physical objects, and you forgetting to do them, or you forgetting that they're there, or you just don't see them. So when I say there's no guidance for people who are adults, it's like there is nothing out there for us. Like, you'll find all kinds of channels about autism and all kinds of stuff, you know, people talking about their experiences, but they're literally just regurgitating the same crap that you found on the internet just by Googling it. There's like nothing different. So the reason I'm talking about this is because I've been wanting to make kind of like a video diary thing. I kind of thought that if I put that much pressure on myself, it might help me, but in the end I was like, I don't think I want to do that. So in lieu of that, I'm just gonna talk about it, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm like, I don't want to talk about anything. Starts rambling out my butt. I have no idea if people are commenting. I have no idea if people are even here, because I'm streaming on 2 different platforms. And I honestly don't know if I'm allowed to really mention the 2 different platforms, because I've heard horror stories on YouTube videos if you mention the other platform. So I am streaming on another platform. But I'm new to the thing that is making it to where I can see both at this, or I can stream on both at the same time. And so I can't see the comments. But if anybody's there, sorry for my rambling and ranting. This is intended to be a chill stream, but I don't know, it's just, I have 300 and some odd subscribers on YouTube, and shockingly, despite the fact that I haven't been posting anything, you guys are still there. So I just would like to explain myself a little bit, of like why I'm not around, why I'm so inconsistent and a piece of crap when it comes to uploading. And it's like, I have like hundreds of hours of stuff that I've videoed with my fish tanks, with my experiments that I've done, with soaping. Like, I have so many unreleased videos, it's ridiculous. But just like trying to juggle the job, the kids, you know, and even though I have a boyfriend and stuff like that, like, pretty much the sole provider, and just like all this stuff, and so it makes it really difficult. Even though I really enjoy making content, I don't have time to put out videos. So this is my solution though, live streaming. So which I kind of struggled with the concept of and was really against doing, but I accidentally, and yes, accidentally, fell into streaming because my fiance is also an artist, and he was wanting to stream on Twitch, which I have done before, but back when I had done it, the integration wasn't great, so it was just like, nah, I don't really want to do that. So I just stuck to YouTube, but yeah, he's not tech savvy at all, so I was helping him out, and then we started streaming Genshin, because, like, I love Genshin. I found it before it got released, and I had an account signed up, ready to go, wanted to participate in the beta, couldn't get into the beta, so I had to wait, and then it took me, like, months to get my kids and my fiance to play. So now we all play, and yeah, so we're like, okay, let's do streaming, and then, like, his stream wasn't working, and I'm like, okay, and then so I tried it, and then my stream was working fine, so it's like, okay, we can stream Genshin online, and then we can just talk while we're doing it. But then, like, you know, a couple days later, or a day later, or whatever, like, he was busy. I didn't feel like playing video games, but I felt like drawing. I was like, well, shoot, I mean, I can just stream from my tablet. Why not? So, the intention is to stream pretty regularly. In theory. I guess we'll find out. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I know, I'm like the worst YouTuber ever. I'm so bad. I don't mean, like, I don't know if I can even qualify myself as a YouTuber because of what an inconsistent piece of garbage I am. And I don't really think that I'm a piece of garbage, but it was funny to say. So, don't get on to me. I dropped my pen. Okay. So, yeah, this is Ditzy, and I'm just trying to get some detail on her. I don't really have a lot of detail on the other ones. Like, okay, so here's the thing. With them, they have defined facial structures, and that was kind of like the thing. I'm not done with them. They're gonna get more details and stuff like that. I know they're kind of grainy right now. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, though. Originally, they were supposed to just be stickers. And that was it. But then I started getting, like, all these story, like, each one of them has a story in my head, and, like, you know, a personality and that kind of thing. And I've always been, like, super jealous of authors, because it's like, they get to live in their own worlds that they've created in their brain, and I'm like, man, I want that. That's so cool. And then it started happening to me with these, so it's like, I can't, my kids think they're hideous and they're creepy and they're ugly, but I cannot abandon them. So they are my little friends. But yeah, so I'm toying with the idea of them being neurodivergent types, with different kind of issues, some of which I don't have, but I'm kind of, like, a little afraid to touch on, like, issues I don't have, because I don't want to be seen as, like, mocking or making fun of somebody else's issues. I am 100% making fun of my insomnia, though, and my autism, which I get in trouble for doing online, because people don't realize I am autistic, and they're like, you can't say that. I'm like, excuse me? I'm gonna steer away from that conversation too. That'll just get me in trouble. So I'm just gonna shut up. But feel free to comment. I think I have 2 viewers, but I don't know which platforms they're on. Feel free to comment on Ditzy. Just so you know, Ditzy is an overproducing mucusy snail. Overproduces her mucus and sells it for face cream company to make face cream from her mucus, because I love snail products. But only the ethically treated. Like, I like the ones that they're babied. Like, I feel like there's probably some companies that are, like, not good. And if you're vegan and you hate me for it, that's on you. Whatever. Gonna leave that one alone too. But yeah, so I don't really know what to do with her. Let's see, I have an appointment in like 20 minutes. So I will have to go in a moment, but this is kind of like the test stream to see if I could get it live. And I'm really, really curious whether or not it's going to let me keep it up on YouTube. Cause I hope so. But if not, it's okay. I'm gonna stream again. It's fine. I might schedule the next one so that more people will be aware that it's coming. I don't know. I guess I could check somehow, but I don't know where most of my subscribers live. As far as YouTube, I know a lot of my subscribers on or followers on Instagram are in Japan, but I don't think that's the case on YouTube. But yeah, so sorry I got kind of negative there for a minute. These are just things that I'm personally going through. I don't want to get online and just start griping, because that's not what I'm here for. But yeah, these are the reasons that I haven't been on. I haven't been active, and I sincerely apologize. I'm sorry, because I know there's a few of you out there that really want me to make some soap for you, and I apologize that I've not been able to do that. I have just physically not had the ability because of time, you know, and school, and I really, really want to get my degree. I'm in my 30s. I should have already had my degree. So, yeah. And I want to focus. I've been off and on focusing on my Japanese, which my skill set speaking is still horrifically laughable. But my reading skills and my writing skills are a lot better. But yeah, so I need to start practicing speaking, but it's a little embarrassing because I mispronounce things. But I mean, of course, there's no way to get around that if I don't work on it, right? But yeah, and then I got a really nice bike. I already mentioned that, but I love my bicycle so much. It's a batch bike, so I mean, it's not like top of the line, but it's a pretty decently priced bike. Decent as in expensive for me anyway. They cost like $480, which my previous bike was like $80 from Walmart, which it was a piece of crap, unfortunately. But I actually gave that one to my daughter, and then my mom gave me another one that was also Walmart grade, and it was too tall. My mama is 5'6". I am 5'2", and she accidentally bought me a bike that is for people who are 5'6" to 5'9". So I had the hardest time riding it, and I just like wouldn't ride it. And I just knew the only way that I was gonna get back on a bike and ride and work out and like have fun was if I got a bike that fit me. So I went to a bike shop, and they let me try out some bikes, and I walked out with one. And there you go. I have a lot of fun on it. It's a mountain bike, because I live in a very hilly, mountainous region. So, yep. Okay, I'm gonna try something. So I'm streaming with OBS, and I'm using Restream to stream on the two things. So it gives me a Restream chat box. Let's see what happens if I chat in it. Hello. Is it gonna let me chat in it? It's lagging, perhaps. Hi. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, so it sent it to both streaming platforms. Cool. Good to know. But so overall, the goal right now is basically to chill while I'm out of school. I do need to start studying though, because like I already know what the material is, for that class that I have to retake, and then after that class, I'm actually graduating soon. I only have 3 more classes left. I have the Bio 2 that I have to retake, and then I have Organic Chem 1 and Organic Chem 2, and then I'll graduate with my associate's degree, and then I will switch over to a 4-year college. And once I do that, I'm y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna double major. Which I understand that sounds insane. You know, but it's really only insane if you're a freshman. I'll be a junior. And it's only gonna add, I believe, like a year to 18 months to my degree. But it depends. See, I'm really interested in statistics, but I really need the chemistry for what I would like to do long term, and even just for like the hobby stuff like my soap making and stuff like that. It'd be really good to get more chemistry for me, because I really like chemistry. I have a huge love-hate relationship with it. It's so hard. Oh my god, it is so mind-bleedingly difficult, or at least general chemistry was. But so basically I want to double major in biology and in chemistry and do that, but it's gonna depend. They told me at the 4-year school to go through the Organic Chem 1 and Organic Chem 2 to see how I like it, because, you know, there's horror stories about it. The chemistry department at my school told me that they felt like I would be good with Organic Chem, because it's a little bit more, I guess, more applied and less conceptual. And that's kind of like my issue with Gen Chem, is it's more conceptual, and it's very, very difficult for me, in theory, from what I've been told, because of the autism, like, or at least how the autism affects me, is like applied things I get instantly, but with conceptual things, it's really, really, really freaking hard for me to like get it. But it's not the case in math, which is ironic, because one of the things that I have a hard time with in chemistry is chemistry math. Nothing like some good old Gen Chem chemistry math. But actually did really well in chemistry too. So I was pleased with how it came out, but I was so mad because I got like literally a 1.5 from a B as my final grade. I was so pissed. Because I forgot to turn in a lab. Oh my god, it made me so mad. But that was like, I had a really hard time in Chem 1, but in Chem 2, like, I actually got some B's on my exams and stuff, so I was like really proud of myself. I know like other people that have aced chemistry probably like, why are you happy with that? But for me, man, it was a struggle. It was like a very deep uphill, up mountain struggle for me to get through those classes. But the department head and the teachers that I had, they were like, I think when you get over to organic, you're going to do a lot better, because it's not conceptual. It's more applied. So, and that's how I am with like math problems too. When it's like whether it's statistics or algebra or whatever, if it's like one of those word problems that gives you a scenario and you know how you're like, you know, allocating the information, I always get those right. But when it's like there's no context to the math problem, I have a lot harder of a time with it. Which I kind of feel like that's probably not just a new neurodivergent thing. I think there's probably plenty of neurotypical people that are like that as well. I mean, not everything is about neurodivergent versus neurotypical, but I don't know. But yeah, so the autism thing is something that I've really wanted to speak on my channel. Just in general, because I feel like, you know, if I even can relate to one other person that is frustrated with the fact that there's more material for supporting parents of autistic children, but there's nothing out there really supporting autistic adults. You know, we're the ones that need a roadmap, especially for those of us, like in my case, I found out in my 20s. I was diagnosed off the books because one of my kids, because it's it being genetic, two of my children also have it. And interestingly, me and one of my kids, like, we started showing symptoms before we ever had our immunization. So, I don't want to start a vaccination war or anything like that, but it's just facts. And then, like, so anyway, I was getting one of them tested, and I was like, whoa, all of these symptoms are mine. What is going on? And because when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with some stuff, but like, it was like, okay, that's it. You have ADHD. Here you go. Here's some medication. You're good to go. And it's like, really, I needed way more support than that. But yeah, so I didn't get officially diagnosed until I went back to college in 2019. Because for years, I just didn't feel like I needed it. But then when it came to like certain things in school, I ended up needing the diagnosis. But not all of my streams are going to be talking about this stuff, I promise. But I don't know. I feel like I owe the 300 and some odd people on YouTube that follow me an explanation as to why I'm inconsistent and why, kind of weird about talking on camera and being on camera, and I'm not like this just bubbly, super like, hey guys, kind of YouTuber. I wish I was, but I'm just not like that. Maybe with my new kind of going towards a whole fuck it attitude, that'll come. Maybe. Don't know. But this character has taken me days. The other two, or not the other two, the other characters like were super, super quick draws, but like I want to get her slime and her shading just absolutely perfect. Oh, I just got an idea. Let's see how that looks. trying to I want to create more depth to her eyes, so it's kind of more like a socket. Which I'm basing this particular eyeball off of a dissection that I did in biology 2. Which is kind of weird, but it was a cow eye. But yeah, see how because I told you I'm trying to I'm making fun of my autism, and these are my little autism friends, or not my autism, my insomnia. I'm making fun of my insomnia, and my insomnia friends are here, so they all have dark circles around their eyes, because in reality I have dark circles around my eyes. Even though I have gotten better with my insomnia, it's still, I'm healing. Bicycle riding has helped a lot. Man, I love my bike so much. I'm in love with my bike. I don't know if any of you cycle, but not in great shape. From working from home, I've gained a little bit of weight, but I can still pull the hills. I'm still, I'm still on it, but yeah, I'd like to get more in shape. I kind of want to not go to my appointment. I wonder if I could just mute the stream as far as my microphone, and then I could continue drawing on the screen. Wow. You guys can listen to some chill music and I can have my appointment. It's kind of weird, I guess. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Let's see, and then bring that down a little bit. Yeah. Needs a little cleaning up, but it's all good. Needs a lot of cleaning up, but I like the direction it's going. That's good. I need to fix the shading on. Well, I don't know what they're. One thing I have a hard time is where is the light source? Where is it? I don't know, because the background's white, so I don't know where the light source is. I've been reading a really awesome book that is on the other side of the room, and I can't see the title of it. Let's see. It is Squinty. Monsters, Animals, and Other Worlds. It is a anthology of Japanese feudal medieval stories. And I really like the idea of taking the descriptions I'm reading and then drawing landscapes and monsters from that. So that's something I want to work on as well. But let's see. I'm going to go mute on the stream. I'm going to continue drawing, and I'm wondering if I can run my microphone. I might just get her to call me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna stream. I'll write down if I leave the computer or anything. Don't leave or anything, because I'm still gonna be here. And I'll come back and I'm gonna chat. But yeah, actually, it is getting dark outside. Do I need to go to the gas station today? I guess I don't have to. I don't need anything. My car is not working right now. My battery is dead. It's kind of funny because it died the day after I got my bike. But so I've been riding to the grocery store and to the gas station, which is not far from my house, but with the time change and the days getting shorter, I definitely have to gauge wait, do I need to go to the store today? It's getting dark outside. So anyway, I'm gonna mute this. I'll still be here. Yep. Okay, so I'm back live. I mean, I've been live the whole time, but I was having an appointment and continued drawing while I was having the appointment. Somebody came and said hi a few minutes ago. Vucky, is that supposed to be like Lucky? Vucky ABX. Hi. I don't know if you're still watching, but hello. I don't know how this is going. I don't know if I like it or not. I feel like it needs more shading. That's what's going on here. Kind of want to do want to ride to the gas station before it gets dark. It's getting dark. I need to do that if I'm gonna do that. I guess I could like end the stream for a little while and then come back, because I'm not really doing much today. Just worked 3 days. I am a dispatcher for 18-wheelers to fix tires when they are broken down on the side of the road, which is a very stressful job, especially when technicians or, you know, mechanics who need a tire fixed on something, or, you know, anything like that, they start being rude or cussing you out or anything like that, and you're just trying to do your job. It's really, really, really fucking annoying. Bye.